Let's get a little intro going.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 0 of the Conduit cast. It is an it is sort of a podcast dedicated only to the Xenoblade Chronicles and Xeno Greater series, or the Greater Xeno series, as I call it. And it is primarily hosted by me, Nishquick from Nishquick Pops, and protagonist Kevin, or Kevin, the protagonist from the channel, protagonist and
Hello.
protagonist.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I need
yeah,
to
we're
I need some
yeah,
I have some videos I need to finish for that channel.
yeah,
I was like, "Oh no, I
yeah,
forgot
but
about it."
yeah, we're two big Xenoblade fans, and we always have a lot to chat about with this series. So we thought, let's make a dedicated podcast where we just ramble about our thoughts on the series. And you want to talk about the origins of this and kind of what
Yeah.
inspired us?
Yeah, so like Xenoblade is one of those series that I could probably talk about forever. Like there's just so many aspects of it and like there's so much stuff we can get into. And I was heavily inspired by the Resident Arc podcast because they did very notably a Xenogears and Xenosaga 1 podcast series where they analyzed the entire game back to front and did like this huge big analysis of it. But then there's an episode, I don't know which one it is, but there's an episode where the like main host of it, Mike, says that he hates Xenoblade 2. And I was like, this just cannot stand.
We just found it really funny because he like Xenogears is one of his favorite games of all time,
Hmm.
and of course Xenosaga, he loves Xenosaga. He enjoyed Xenoblade 1, but then Xenoblade 2 just came out of nowhere, and we're like,
Yeah.
bro, Xenoblade 2 is like there's so much to that game. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
like I guess they'll never cover it. Maybe we'll see.
yeah,
So it's like so we have to do it, but we're gonna do it differently.
yeah,
Resident Arc
yeah.
takes big, exhaustive looks into these games from back to front. Every episode's gonna be a little bit different here. We're gonna go into little topics, discussions, analysis, and hopefully have a couple guests on.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's gonna be fun. We're recording this in early April. The Ionius Moments art book just released like a few days back. So in future episodes, we might be talking about those with some
mhm.
guests,
Yeah,
and I'm
we'll
excited
we'll
for
be
that.
a little bit behind given the timing, but
Yeah,
I hope everyone will be very interested because there's a lot
yeah,
there. And now that
yeah,
now
because
that the art book's actually out,
yeah,
there's more
exactly. Because
info.
I have a video that just went out today about it,
Yeah,
but
I watched it
I
this
just
morning.
kind of scratched the surface. I was
Hmm.
like, here are like two or three things I just wanted to talk about, but there's so much more because there's the interview, there's the art itself, like all the concept art and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff in that, but in terms of this, yeah, it's gonna be like different topics for different episodes, different Xeno and Xenoblade related
Hmm.
things. We're both planning to play Xenogears later this year as well, so we'll talk about
Yes.
that here as well.
Xenogears is
Well,
like
one other
fast
what?
approaching for me. Like
Yeah,
I will have to finish Trails of Cold Steel 2, which might take a while. But after that, I think I'm going right to Xenogears.
yeah. For me, at least Final Fantasy 9, and
Hmm.
then Xenogears if I don't start Final Fantasy 10 before that. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
speaking of Final Fantasy, I'm like enraptured by 14 right now. That's like
yeah.
taking on my
The never-ending FF14.
yeah. I mean, but it's like taking on my Xenoblade fixation because
Yeah.
it's like I started playing with controller and I was like, this is just like Xenoblade, but even more
Yes,
insane.
exactly. It's got the MMO vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you might be wondering why this is episode 0. This is our inaugural episode where we don't really have a serious or very analytical topic to talk about. We wanted to start off very low ball and like just have fun and get a little community discussion going. So
Yeah.
today we are going to be casting the Xenoblade live action series
Yeah.
with just completely no rules, anything goes. Like we're just casting any actors we like and to see if they would fit these characters. Some of these castings are like serious. This actor could play this character, and some of these castings are completely off the wall like just jokes and would never happen, physically can't happen, or is just like so stupid that we just have to roll with it.
I will say, a lot of mine, I am very proud of some of my choices,
Hmm.
but there are some that I just look at and I'm like, there is no universe in which this is going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just a fun episode 0 to get you guys used to us and the whole vibe of this, and it's just a fun way to get started. And yeah, it's cool to think of a potential hypothetical Xenoblade movie or
Hmm.
Xenoblade series with live action Hollywood actors.
It's such an
Yeah.
absurd idea, but like who knows? Then in the next 20 years, who knows what could happen?
Yeah, we're getting a Legend of Zelda live action movie,
Yeah,
and
so
who
like
knows, maybe Xenoblade will become a 30+ million seller, the new greatest JRPG
oh
series
man.
of all
Dude,
time.
that would make my life. Xenoblade 4 is like 10
Yeah.
million copies first two
Yeah,
weeks.
surpassing Persona, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest. It's the next big thing. Yeah, it's the third pillar for Nintendo. It's gonna be Mario, Link, and Shulk up there.
That could happen. It could happen.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to swap over and get right into it.
All right, let's get started.
All right.
Here we
Who's
go.
going to go first is the thing. We're going to alternate. How many shulks do you have? Is my first
I
question.
have one Shulk.
I have 3, so maybe you should go first.
You have three, okay.
Yeah.
There are a few characters where I have multiple like versions of that character.
Mhm.
So I will go first with Shulk. Okay, let's see. Shulk. You see Shulk here. So Shulk is, of course, protagonist of Xenoblade 1. I chose for Shulk. I remembered this name like back during the early castings of Spider-Man.
Mm.
I heard of this name, and I chose Charlie Rowe.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know the thing that I remember him from the most was Rocket Man. I don't remember who exactly he played, but I remember he was in the movie. I
I
remember
mean,
he was like,
everyone in that movie was very good. It was a very
yeah,
well
yeah.
acted movie, like back to front. So,
Hmm.
I mean, he
You
has
know,
the look. I'll say.
oh yeah, he definitely does. What was kind of sad is, speaking of Rocket Man, I wanted to cast Taron Egerton somewhere in this,
Uh
but
huh.
it just didn't fit in. But th this guy, like,
Mm.
he like screams Shulk.
Mm.
Literally, he's got the Shulk look. And if you age him up even more, grow out the hair, you got future redeemed Shulk
Yeah.
there as well.
Uh huh.
So yeah, that is my choice for Shulk.
Okay. I didn't really think about future redeemed Shulk and Rex that well. I, my first two are pretty much jokes. Obviously, you need
We
Chris
had to, we
Pratt.
had to, we
He's so
had to.
cool.
Yeah, he's in what is he? He's Mario. He's Garfield. What is he? He's
He's
in
Star
something else
Lord.
now too.
I mean,
Yeah, he's Star-Lord, and he's like it's Chris Pratt and Jack Black are like every single video game protagonist
yeah.
now.
The thing is, though, is like Chris Pratt. He can do goofy stuff. He can do serious. He can be badass. He can be funny. He wouldn't fit Shulk, but I'm just saying, like, he's got good range. And then just my
I
next
can
one is
imagine
terrible. My next one
I can
is
imagine like Shulk's like super serious moments where he's like, "We have to change the future together. We have to change our destiny." And then instead, Chris Pratt has like this really quippy one-liner,
oh
like a
no,
Star-Lord kind of
oh
one-liner.
no. Also, like,
Instead,
I can't imagine Chris Pratt doing a British accent.
that is, it's interesting you say that. A lot of my actors, like a good bit of them are British, but a
Yeah.
lot of them are not.
Sometimes
So,
I have a few that's like I cast a British actor for like a Blade that has an American accent. I'm like,
mm,
oh well, whatever,
yeah,
figure it out.
yeah, yeah. What are your
Next
other
one
choices?
is
My
absolutely terrible. Michael Cera.
I can see this more than Chris Pratt, I will
Yeah,
say, but I don't know.
I just think it's goofy. It's not impossible, but it's
Yeah,
terrible. I would hate it. I would hate it so much.
I can see the same thing. Joel gets into like a really serious moment. He's like, guys, we got this. Trust me. Michael Sarah Shulk.
Yeah, and then my last
Great.
one, which is the one that it fits the most to me, but it could bring in like a weird discussion of inspiration and
Um,
time, I guess. 70s Mark
I knew
Hamill.
it. When you said inspiration and time, I
Yeah.
knew it was gonna be Mark Hamill.
Uh-huh.
You know, instead of like since Mark Hamill is much older now, I think a good sub would be Sebastian Stan, because in a
Oh.
lot of
Mhm.
I remember, I think around the time of Mandalorian, people were saying like, "Hey, Sebastian Stan looks exactly like Mark Hamill when he was younger.
Yeah.
If they do a Luke show, they should cast
Granted,
him."
the guy that actually does play Luke in The Mandalorian that they like CG'd over his face, that
Yeah.
guy looks a lot like Mark Hamill already.
Oh yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that guy could be good. I'm really upset that they CG'd over his face.
Yeah.
Very disappointing.
Yeah. But I think this is a good casting choice, and like definitely Takahashi has said himself, Shulk, and not specifically Shulk, but Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one in general, is very Star Wars inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really trying to play into the Western ideologies and
Hmm.
Western storytelling there.
Yeah.
And Shulk and Luke have a lot of similarities
They
going through
do,
them.
yeah. It's very interesting in that way. And there's a quote, I think it's from Yasumi Matsuno, that I
Mhm.
always think about, where he was like, he basically said like it was impossible to be like a nerd in the 90s in Japan and not be obsessed with Star Wars.
That's so cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All
Uh,
right. Who is next?
I think
Which
I think you
character do you
should
have
go
next?
next because I just did
Okay.
3, so but it's
Okay.
Ryan is next. If
Yeah, Ryan is next on my list as
I
well.
did the same order that you sent them in.
Yeah. I the annoying thing is my order sometime on the list sometimes may not reflect the order that is on the slide deck,
Yeah.
but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Basically, Ryan is next, and I hinted to you that my Ryan casting and my Lance casting, which we'll see much later
Okay.
on, are very similar. So,
Uh-huh.
Ryan is this guy called Lucas Hedges,
Uh-huh.
and he's the like I remember him most from Lady Bird, but
Yeah.
he's been in like a lot of movies, Manchester by the Sea, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. But okay, this picture you see of him, it's not like the best reflection of Lands, because there are some really good pictures on Google Images which I tried to download, but they were WebP images, and I
Oh
was like, I don't want
no.
to deal with that.
Worst nightmare.
He he has that like himbo Ryan vibe to him.
Okay.
There was like one where he had long hair, he's just wearing a hat, he was like, hey, and I was like, that's 100% Ryan right
Uh-huh.
there. But yeah, Lucas Hedges is my Ryan.
I haven't seen Lady Bird, but I have some other actors that were in that on this list.
Okay. Lady Bird is very good. I think
Mm.
you'd like
Yeah,
Lady Bird.
there's a few I need to see like Lady Bird, Little Women. I think of those very in tandem. I think they have the same
Greta
lead.
Gerwig
Yeah,
movies.
yeah. It's like
I need to
I
see
need to see
Barbie.
those.
Still haven't seen
Oh
Barbie.
man, I mean it's
Yeah.
good. It's very good.
Yeah.
On that note, I really need to see Poor Things.
Same,
But
same.
moving on to my Ryan. I actually forgot who's the first Ryan. I think I have two. Oh shit, we're bringing out Robert
Whoa!
Pattinson.
If we're
Specifically
talking
young Robert
Cedric
Pattinson.
Diggory, if we're talking
Hmm.
Cedric Diggory era, then yes, I see
Yeah.
it. I see it.
Yeah,
Look at the
I
hair. The hair is like a 1-to-1.
yeah, I think it could really work. He's definitely got that look going for him.
Yeah.
Um Obviously like, when you get into like like the Batman era, he's a bit too old. He's still pretty young, but I'd say he's a bit too old for Ryan now.
I think pre-Edward Cullen, he would have been a great Ryan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like Cedric Diggory would have
you
been
actually
perfect.
mentioned this actor before. I
Ah,
forgot his name.
yes, yes.
It's like
Taron Egerton.
Taron
Perfect.
Egerton. Yeah, I think it could work. He has like I don't know. It's like I'm not a huge fan of some of the stuff he's been in, but he has enough range and he has like the right build, and he is British.
Um, I think the best like Rhine representation is Kingsman.
Hmm.
His role in Kingsman is very Ryan-esque.
Yeah, as
Like
much as I
I
don't
never
like
saw
the
the second
movie.
one, but the first one he was like very rebellious. He was like
Yeah.
out there, and I was like, I can see
Yeah.
that.
He has like that sort of energy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
All
pretty
right.
sure
Are
next
we
is
on to the
Fiora.
next character?
Yeah.
Let's see. Fiora's next. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Fiora.
We might just have
I
the same one.
I don't think we have the same
Okay,
one for
okay.
Fiora, but we will see. I only have one Fiora,
Uh-huh.
and that is Maud Apatow.
Oh. Okay.
So she's best known for Euphoria.
Mm-hmm.
So she was Sydney Sweeney's sister in Euphoria,
Okay.
and like I I don't watch a lot of like TV shows with like younger actors nowadays. I
Mm-hmm.
don't watch a lot of TV shows in general. But then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Euphoria is the one where like all like Zendaya and all these people are in there. So I like looked through the Euphoria cast and I was like, she'd be a perfect Fiora. Like I think this trio of Maude Apatow, Lucas Hedges, and Charlie Rowe could be a perfect
Honestly,
like Colony 9 trio.
I like that just based on their look. I like that more than mine.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like mine, I went for like really big names. I kind of like I did this with the same mindset of the Mario movie casting. Uh, speaking of which,
I was very close to casting Anya Taylor-Joy as Fiora.
yeah,
Like
I know.
very close.
Back so on VC one night, we did this as a joke, and I'm pretty sure we said Anya Taylor-Joy,
Yeah.
as Fiora.
I won't spoil it, but it was either Anya Taylor-Joy for Fiora or a Xenoblade 2 character, which I'll get into later. But
Yeah, I could see that. She definitely.
yeah,
I don't know. She could definitely be a Blade or like a High Entia.
yeah.
I want to pull up my slides on my
Yeah.
phone so I don't like.
She's basically like a Nintendo girl because everyone wants her as Zelda for the live action
Yeah,
Zelda, but
I mean it'd be
she's
good.
already taken for Peach.
She could be both. Imagine
Yeah.
being that's like that'd be such an absurd like actor cred thing. Like you played Zelda and Peach.
Yeah, she's both the princesses of Nintendo. That's so iconic.
Uh-huh. Okay, I've done Ben next.
I have done Van next to, I
All right,
think.
let's see your done Ben.
Oh, this one I
I
am
feel like your
so proud of.
castings make more sense than mine.
I am so excited to share my Dunban cast.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dunban has got this cool, like, stoic energy to him. And I thought of only one person, especially, like, I haven't seen Dune yet, but I
Ooh.
saw how cool he looked in the first Dune. That's Oscar Isaac.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes, I I love it. I can totally see it. Just like imagine, okay, this picture I used right here of his stubble and his
Mm-hmm.
beard. Imagine he just grows out the hair. He's Dunban right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I can
He's got
definitely
it.
see it, especially like Ex Machina era. Because the
Yes.
thing about what was he was in Ex Machina and he was in Drive, and he had like
Mm,
this skinhead look, and he was like he was a bad guy in both.
yeah.
But like now that we've seen more of his range, like he's done Star Wars, he's done Marvel, he's done
Yeah.
Dune. Um, I think he could really do it.
Yeah. I think somewhere in the middle of Poe Dameron and his role in Dune, maybe
Mm-hmm.
not too much of Moon Knight, but I
Yeah,
can totally see him do it. Because
yeah.
if
But Moon
this
Knight,
NGS
he
movie is still
basically
happening,
plays
he's
like
still
three
gonna be
roles.
Snake as well.
Oh yeah.
What were you saying?
In Moon Knight, he kind of plays three roles, doesn't he? Because he
Yeah,
has the two prominent personalities. Then isn't there a third one that kind of
I think
gets
so. I
unlocked
think
near the
there's a
end?
third one as well. I
Yeah.
never watched Moon Knight, but yeah, that is his whole like that's the whole idea of the character.
Yeah.
Um,
All
all
right,
right.
my done Ben. I feel like I don't know. It might. This is like it's like I'm not in love with it, but I think he could do well. Gary Oldman.
Oh, interesting.
It's
Like
like the
much
mentor
younger Gary
figure.
Oldman?
Probably, because Dunban's like late mid 20s. Like Gary
He,
Oldman's a bit
he,
too
he
old,
yeah, I think
but
he's like in his 30s or something. How does
yeah,
Gary Oldman look like as like let me see
I
like a
I,
young Gary
I don't really
Oldman.
know. Like
I
it's
can see it though.
sometimes
Cause
it's hard to look up like actors young, especially if they've been acting for a really long time. Then you get like them too young, and it's
oh
like
my God. I'm gonna DM you this picture of young
okay,
Gary Oldman, and
we'll like float it up on the
it's
video if
literally
we
like I'm
can.
looking at live action Dunban right now.
Oh shit.
But also, like Dunban gives like that serious black vibe,
Ooh. Yeah, like
And
he's the mentor, he's the protector.
yeah, so
Yeah,
I
with
can
the
see that,
long
and
hair,
like,
absolutely. I didn't even realize.
yeah, dude, that is literally Dunban in the
Yeah.
flesh right there.
All right, next is Ricky. And I had a suspicion that we'd put the same one for Ricky, but now I'm not so sure.
Oh man, I'm curious. Let's see. I have to do this. Okay, Ricky. There we go.
Uh,
Oh,
uh
wait. Okay, no, I might have spoiled it on my
okay.
end, but it's still good. Okay, Ricky. Ricky is this Nopon, and with Ricky, I'm just gonna go with the voice cast for Ricky, and I totally saw it as James Corden.
Uh-huh. Huh.
James
Okay.
Corden
I
as
have some
Ricky.
opinions on this. So I wanted to do like I how I imagine is I imagine Ricky being like a puppet CG hybrid, like what they
Oh.
do with like the new seasons of Doctor Who. And speaking of Doctor Who, James Corden um makes an appearance in two separate episodes with Matt Smith where he actually does a very very good performance.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people hate James Corden mostly for like who he is in real life, but I think if you get a good script and you direct him well, he can do good work.
Yeah. I just know him from his like carpool karaoke stuff, and then I saw him in Into the Woods because I was very excited for
Hmm.
that movie, being a fan of the musical.
Yeah.
I thought he did pretty good as the baker in Into the Woods.
Hmm. That is a movie that's on my watch list purely because of the sheer hype that came out around the time when it was coming
Oh
out.
man.
Because I was like, damn, people are really excited for this movie. Maybe I should
Yeah,
watch it.
it was crazy because I was like in theater back then. I used to do
Hmm.
like stage plays, musical theater, and me and my friends were like, "Oh my God, they're making Into the Woods movie. Like, who's the cast? Like, is this gonna be good? Is it gonna live up to the Sondheim musical?" And in some ways it did, some ways it didn't. Some
Hmm.
ways they really kind of, because the whole point of that movie is it's supposed to be a very, very, very dark portrayal of like Grimm's fairy tales, and
Hmm.
then they kind of like made it too Disney, and we're like, ah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I got the man himself playing Ricky.
Yo, nice. I can 100% see this.
Yeah.
100%.
I think
Especially after Caesar.
yeah, just
Caesar is
like
all
with
about
how prolific Andy Serkis is with playing like not real characters and just like he's got so much range and like I think he can do a really good Ricky voice. I think it'd be really
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, and a lot of his like motion capture roles, he's very like serious, or he's like a evil kind of character, or
Yeah.
like in the sense with Caesar, he's more serious and stoic. But like
Hmm.
he would have a lot of fun with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think who is next? I have Melia next.
Oh,
I think your
I
Melia
I
is gonna be more interesting than mine.
I sure hope we have the same
We could
Melia,
have the
but
same Melia. Oh, 100%,
I'm
dude.
not I'm
Like,
not doing this. Okay. Wait, I keep spoiling it, but okay. So Melia is next. Wait, I think we're on the same
well,
page.
yeah,
Yeah, Melia is next,
100%.
and yeah, I think we both got Jenna Coleman. So
Yeah,
yeah, perfect.
she's a great voice actor. She's a great on-screen actor. And it might be cheating, but hey, just like put her in some makeup and like the costume and she'd be a amazing Melia.
I think out of all the voice actors who like embody the role perfectly in
Mhm.
Xenoblade, like of course you got the protagonist, but Jenna Coleman is Melia, and she
Mm-hmm.
does it so well. I can't imagine anyone else being in that role other than her. And
Yeah.
I specifically had Claire Oswald, Jenna Coleman
Mm-hmm.
as Melia because I think that was Xenoblade was around that time,
It
either
was,
shortly
yeah.
before or after. I have to. There is
So,
actually, I don't know if you knew about this. There was a video where like she was doing like these it was like this thing where like, oh, you sign up, you can have like a 2-minute Zoom call with her, right?
mm-hmm.
And one of these Xenoblade fans did it, and he was like, hey, I'm not gonna ask you about Doctor Who because you get asked about that all the time. I want to ask what was your experience with Xenoblade? And she talked
Uh-huh.
about it, and she was like, oh, I did it before Doctor Who. It was a great way to get started. And I don't know if you know this, but she like inadvertently leaked Xenoblade 3 then. She was
I
like, I
heard
think they're
about
doing
this.
yeah, she was like, I think they're doing another. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know if I was supposed to say that,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, she's perfect in the role. She's got that like elegant, sophisticated like
Mm-hmm.
vibe to her as well, so she can definitely pull off Melia. And
Yeah.
yeah, perfect casting.
Yeah, and
Jenna
I
Coleman is
believe
one of the best.
they were pretty close because Xenoblade came out in English around 2012, and her first appearance on Doctor Who is in 2013.
Okay.
She first appears in season 7, episode 1, and then she becomes the main companion later on in season 7.
That was Capaldi, right?
That was Matt Smith, and then Capaldi was 8 and 9. Well, 8, 9,
Okay.
10, but she was with 8 and 9, and she she like kind of stole the show in many aspects.
Yeah.
Um, which people have controversial things to say about it, but I think her arcs were very good, and she did
Yeah.
very good in it.
Yeah, yeah. I can imagine no one else's Melia. I had to choose Jenna
Yeah,
Coleman.
for
It's on the top of my celebrity crush tier list as well, so I had
yeah,
to choose
yeah.
her.
Oh, I have another one of those in here.
Yeah, yeah. We all have our biases
Okay.
for the casting.
The next one I have is Dixon.
Okay. Dixon. Oh my God. Oh my God. I almost spoiled it again because with my labels,
Hmm.
I sometimes forgot to like put the actor's name.
Yeah.
So so yeah, Dixon, this guy, my choice for Dixon is Jason
Oh.
Momoa.
Okay. He's a bit young, but
I can see it, especially with I don't remember what okay, Dune, Game of Thrones, Aquaman.
hmm.
He's like younger in Dune. His character is younger, I think.
Yeah.
Aquaman is a little older. Game of Thrones though, he's like this old like grizzled guy, but like
Hmm.
he's not old, but he's like this big like serious
He's
buff
a
guy.
yeah.
But like with a Dixon, I can see him having that kind of sly kind of comedic approach to it as well.
Hmm.
I can see him being like a quippy Aquaman, but at the same
Yeah.
time being like, "Hey, I'm
He could
your,
definitely fit in the role.
I'm like your surrogate father." Hey, kind of like that kind of vibe. I can see that as well.
Uh, I think he'd do great with like where Dixon goes later. Like obviously you'd have to put a bunch of makeup and CGI on him later. I think he'd be really
Oh
good with
yeah,
that.
I can see him being giant Dixon. I
Yeah,
definitely
and
can.
speaking of actors that have a lot of experience with makeup and CGI, my Dixon is Ron Perlman.
Oh, oh, I see this so much.
Yeah, I was just like I was very proud of this one.
Yeah, I can definitely see it, especially with his Hellboy stuff.
Yeah.
I really see
Which
it.
that's something that didn't really occur to me until now. But yeah, he could do a really good job with like the boss Dixon. But I think like he's got the look for it. He's like the right age, I feel. Um and I don't know. It's like I don't have that much to say about Dixon specifically, but
You
I
know, with
believe in
both
his
of our
ability.
castings, I can see both these choices. I can see it not being a direct like oh, Dixon's good, Dixon's bad. You can
Yeah.
see you can see the kind of like gradual shift there as
Yeah, they
well.
can definitely
Yeah.
they can both play well in that aspect of him.
Yeah.
The next one I have is Eggle. I
Oh,
think you're gonna
I
be
am very
surprised
happy
by
with
my
my
Eggle.
Eggle. I am very, very happy with who I chose as Egil
Hmm.
because this is really funny. I had this guy in my head. I knew how he
Hmm.
looked like, but I didn't remember his name. So I
Oh.
kept like scouring through IMDb. Where is this guy? Who is
Uh,
this guy? What is his
there
name?
was a
Where
few of
is he? Who is
those.
he? And then I remembered he was in Ant-Man. Of all the movies I
Okay.
remembered him in, he was in Ant-Man. And I found him, and his name is Walton Goggins.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my Egil.
One of the few Marvel movies I've never watched.
Yeah, he was in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Uh-huh.
Because I remember he wasn't in the first one, but he was in the second one, which I didn't like. So
Yeah.
yeah, he was in that. He was in Hateful Eight as well. But
Uh
like he's a face that like I always remembered.
yeah, I guess I don't know his voice, but he looks like he could bring Eggle's energy. I
He's
thought
got that angry vibe, but he can
yeah.
also have that sympathetic
Uh-huh.
vibe as well.
Yeah, cuz like the more I think about Eggle really is the first instance that we see in the Xenoblade series of Takahashi's sympathetic villain. So
Yeah.
like Malos, like N, um, because like you can't agree with his methods, you can't agree with like where the path that brought him here, but when you listen to him and you see his past, you really understand more about him. And I thought I would kind of cast against type, but I think he can really.
Ooh,
I think he would do it. So
sick.
I went for Vigo
Whoa.
Mortensen.
Oh, yes. Oh, nice. Especially like, because you see him as a hero as Aragorn,
Hmm.
and dude, he looks like Egil. He's got the face
Yeah,
as
like
well.
he would do really well in the makeup. I
Yeah.
was also thinking like another thought in my mind was like the we can have a lot of leeway with like what the hair and makeup department is going to be like
Yeah.
for these productions because it's like if you watch the Batman, the Penguin doesn't look like Colin Farrell, so it's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
we have a little leeway with that, especially with someone like Eggle.
Hmm. Oh yeah. And of course, once you get into Xenoblade 2, there's characters who will probably look nothing like
Oh yeah,
the actual
absolutely.
actors.
Because
But
I feel like
yeah.
I don't know. This is where I really getting into Xenoblade 2. It was like tougher because it was like the
Mhm.
characters are pretty young and it's like more cartoony.
Yeah.
It's like not that these characters aren't cartoony. It's just that I was had a much easier time picking out actors for them.
Yeah, because Xenoblade 1 is more rooted in that realism.
Hmm.
It's the more realistic version of Xenoblade because like each of the three games, X included, each of those four games, they each have a very unique and distinct art style,
Yeah.
and one had this like very gritty, realistic look, and when they made Definitive Edition, a lot of it remained, a lot of it was maintained, but I remember a big criticism was a lot of people were like, "Hey, this doesn't feel like Xenoblade 1 anymore."
Uh. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I used that particular image of Shulk earlier because it's like
Yeah.
the meme image of like people who say you should play Xenoblade Wii with dolphin graphics.
Oh boy.
All
Yeah.
right, next up I have Albus.
Elvis. Oh, I have two Elvises.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see both of yours first, and then we'll
Okay,
go
yeah,
on
for
mine.
okay, for future reference, when I have two castings, I show both of them at once.
Oh, okay.
So I will show
Okay.
both my Alvises at once.
Hmm.
All right, here we go. I got Freddie Fox and Rami Malek.
Okay.
Freddie Fox, I don't know anything that he's been in. I haven't seen
Yeah.
any of his stuff, but he looks like Elvis. He
Okay. You
can
could do it.
he's got that vibe. Rami Malek is self-explanatory.
Hmm.
Freddie Mercury, Mr. Robot, he can do it.
Like he can play like a really like ominous, strange presence.
Yeah.
When casting Alvis, I really thought we'll bring it back later, but I was like I need someone who can do an androgynous look.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's
so
yeah.
young Killian Murphy.
Oh, nice, nice. I was thinking the same thing. I want a androgynous kind of actor for this. That's why Freddie Fox fit that bill for
Yeah.
me. But still, Cillian Murphy, I can definitely see that.
Uh-huh.
He's got it in the eyes. He's got that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, I
All
guess we're moving
right.
on to Xenoblade 2 then. My
N-
Xenoblade
No, no,
2 cast
I still have
or
more.
oh,
I
okay.
have Charla, which we didn't do
Oh, I
Charla.
completely forgot about Charlotte.
I have Charla, and then I have Mumcar. So I don't know if you
Okay.
did
Okay.
those, but I'll do Charla real quick. Charla is kind of my, I wouldn't say meme casting, but Charla, I had to go with the one and only Zendaya.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
The thing about
the
Charlotte that escapes me is that she's supposed to be 21.
yeah.
So Zendaya is like fits, but to me she seems
Oh
too
yeah.
young.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Like a lot of the ages for these people are all over the place, but at the
Yeah.
same time, with our own like casting time machines, we can make them however we
Hmm.
want in terms of age. But yeah, I think like I like Zendaya as an actress. I think she's really great. But also I think she could really pull off Charla
Yeah.
in her like sternness, but also in her like kind of sympathetic friendship and sisterly vibe as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right,
Do you
my
have a Charla?
I don't have a Shara. I'm done with my
Okay.
Xenoblade 1 characters.
And then I'll do Momcar.
Uh,
Momcar is funny. I I knew I wanted this guy in here,
uh.
and I'm glad I got to cast him as Mumcar, and that is Woody
Oh,
Harrelson. Yes.
nice.
Yeah. He like look at this. Like he's got that evil smile.
Yeah.
Like in this picture right here, I can imagine him saying like, "I wanted the Monado all to myself."
Yeah.
Yep.
I think like he's got a lot of range, and I don't like. I'm trying to think of War of the Planet of the Apes because he's like the
Hmm.
villain in that. I'm trying to remember
Yeah.
like what kind of villain he was, but
Hmm.
I feel like he's got it. He's got it.
Yeah. You know what's funny is the more I think about it, the more I see Woody Harrelson in heroic or like good guy roles rather
Yeah.
than bad guy roles,
Yeah.
which is it's cool.
Yeah, my
But
first thought, honestly, when I think of Woody Harrelson is White Man Can't Jump and Hunger Games, and he plays
mhm.
like very cool characters in both of those. Even though I haven't seen White
Oh
Man
yeah,
Can't
he
Jump.
was the mentor in Hunger Games.
Yeah,
What's his name again?
Haymitch.
Haymitch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
probably my favorite character in that whole
yeah. He
series.
was cool. All right.
We're going on to Xenoblade
I
2. My Rex is
Oh
stupid.
God, we're here at
I'm
Rex. Oh my
I'm
God.
I'm just gonna go for my Rex.
Oh God, I'm so curious for your Rex because I
Come on.
you did it. You did it.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I was
I
like,
was
there's only
wondering.
one man for the job.
Is that your only Rex?
It is my only Rex. I think that the thing
Interesting.
casting Rex is hard because he's so young, and it's like there's not many actors who. It's like I don't know, with like teenage actors, like it's really hard to think about these things.
I'm gonna judge
Yeah,
with what little we've seen.
yeah, and like, but I don't know. Tom Holland is like it's definitely a little bit of a meme answer, but I feel like he's he's got the goofiness. He can do the serious scenes. He
Yeah,
he can nail the look to an extent.
I think it's all in the Spider-Man Homecoming stuff. Like
Hmm.
especially Homecoming rather
Yeah,
than Far From Home and No Way Home. He's got that Rex vibe in
he's
there.
he's got the naivety.
Yeah. Oh man, Rex. I am really proud of my Rex
Okay.
answer. And
Okay.
I'm going full on time machine in this because I feel like
Hmm.
the young version of this guy that we have seen could be Rex.
Yeah.
And the present version of this guy we've seen could be Rex if they wanted to do like a 20-year-old Rex.
Yeah.
Oh my God, get ready for this. Freddie
Okay.
Highmore. So this guy was
Okay.
the kid from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Wait, isn't that the surgeon?
It's this guy.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I had to put this image in here as well. Yeah, that's him. I this guy is such a Rex. I totally see it.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy's my Rex. Yeah,
Uh,
Finding Neverland, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, especially the image on the right. He's got Rex in the
yeah.
looks. He's got it in the vibes. He's got it in the goofiness over here.
I don't know. It's
He's
like
all in all. Yeah.
I feel like
He,
I need more examples. I feel like the good doctor is not like a good like baseline for anything. But
I don't even know where this is from. I was just like, oh, I didn't know
yeah,
this guy and this guy is the same person.
honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, Doctor Howe could be Malos.
Interesting.
It'd be the exact same standoff between him and Doctor Howe.
Yeah. But yeah, I love this casting as Freddie Highmore as Rex.
Okay, yeah.
All
I
right.
have so Nia.
Oh, is
Uh,
Nia next? Okay,
yeah,
hold on. Let
Nia's
me
next.
hop over to Nia.
Nia, I had some trouble getting Nia, but I decided, what is her name, by the way? Okay, I decided to go with Sophia Lillis,
Oh, nice.
mostly
I see
because
it.
of the recent Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yes, she did really good in that. And
Hmm.
before that, I saw her in It,
Yeah,
both the It
same.
movies, yeah. But she was good in Dungeons. I saw that.
Yeah, I think she really has that like spunkiness. She's got the quirkiness. Like she
Yeah.
can do fantasy. Um, and she was a druid as well. So
Yeah.
animals, animal human hybrids, like I don't know, it fits.
Yeah. My Nia is a very new actress.
Okay.
Like her IMDb only has like 2 credits, but basically she was in the new Avatar: The Last Airbender live action.
Hmm.
And when she was casted as this character for Avatar, I was like, oh, that's perfect casting. She looks exactly the part. And then when I was thinking about casting for Nia, I was like, oh, who could it be? And then I immediately remembered this girl. It's Maria Zhang.
Uh-huh.
I think she would be perfect as Nia.
Who
You
does
just
she
put on
play
some
in
cat
Avatar?
ears and she's perfect.
Yeah, I think she has
She's
like
Suki. She's
okay.
Suki in
Yeah,
Avatar. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can definitely see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Both I think both of our casting choices are spot on.
Hmm. I think I
So
have Dromark next.
okay.
I'm very proud of my Dromark.
We're keeping the Pyra and Mithra reveal
Yeah,
in
I have Dromark
anticipation.
and Azurda and then Pyramithra.
Okay. Yeah, my Dromark is cool. So
Hmm.
Dromark and Azurda, because like in a lot of these like movies and especially animated movies, they have like all the new actors, and then at
Yeah.
the end of the cast list they have featuring this
Yeah.
like major
A
freaking
legend.
like this legend
That's
who
what I
voices
yeah,
like
I
who
had the same
voices like the
idea.
frog who we
Uh-huh.
visit like once.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's my Dromark and Azurda. So who do you have?
I got my goat Timothy Dalton.
Yes.
Like he's got the
Nice,
voice.
nice.
He's Timothy Dalton is my favorite actor of all time basically because he is so clearly having the most fun out of anyone on the cast in any given film he's in. Um and I feel like he would just nail the voice and it would just be so great to hear him.
He was your Twitter profile picture for a while,
Yeah, it was
right?
this exact image.
Yeah. Well, what has he been in? Like what
um
classic
he
movies has he
played
been in?
James Bond in The Living Daylights and License to
Oh, okay.
Kill. He was in Looney Tunes Back in Action, another
Mm, yeah.
masterpiece film. He was
The
the main character's dad, where he basically just played James Bond again.
nice.
Recent voice roles, he's been in the recent Toy Story movies, although haven't seen those or really have any intention of watching them, but he's in them.
Cool.
He's also he plays very interesting roles in older movies like Flash Gordon and The Rocketeer.
Oh, he was in Flash Gordon.
Yes, have you seen that movie?
No, but I've heard a bit of the soundtrack because Queen did the
Yes.
soundtrack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Flash Gordon movie from 1980 is probably not worth your time, but he is the best part of it. He is so good.
Nice, nice, nice. I can see him as Dromark. I definitely
Hmm.
could. My Dromark is James Spader.
Okay.
Yeah, Blacklist.
Oh,
He's
interesting.
Ultron. He's Ultron in Avengers. He's
Uh,
Robert California in The Office. But like, the Robert California role definitely made me want to choose him because like the Ultron voice is like it's like rough
it's
and
like
gruff
dark
and
and
scary.
sinister.
Yeah, but like in The Office, he's got that like chill vibe to him as
Mm,
well. And I can definitely see him being like a protective kind of like grandfatherly figure.
okay. Yeah, I haven't watched enough of The Office to see him in it. I don't
Yeah.
think.
He's not like a similar character to Dromark in any way, but he's just
Yeah.
not evil like Ultron is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get to see a different side of him.
hmm
All right. Okay, Azurda, right?
Yeah, I
I
want
think
to see
Azurda's
what
next.
picture. Okay, yeah, we use the same picture for Azurta.
Yeah.
Just making
Yeah.
sure.
I
I
didn't go
thought.
I didn't go with Titan Azurda.
Yeah, exactly. Although they
I
have like the exact same voice, don't they?
This is one where I think we could potentially have the same one, but I don't think we
I
will.
I feel like it'd be a bit of a long shot, but we definitely had the same idea with like casting like a legend.
Legend.
So, um, Michael Caine.
Oh, that's good. That's a good
Specifically, I
one.
chose a younger Michael Caine, but I guess you could still do it.
He's got that like a lot of these older British actors, they have like a really like deeper voice.
Yeah.
Michael Caine's got like that soft kind of comforting voice to him. So
Yeah.
like I can see it. I can see him being like
He
a
fits
grandfather
he
to
fits the
Rex.
Gramps vibes,
Oh
definitely.
yeah. For me, Sir Anthony
Oh,
Hopkins.
nice.
Yeah. Like especially with him as Odin and Thor, and then he has
Yeah.
some other voice lines where he literally almost sounds like Azurda.
Mhm.
And I don't know if he's still on Instagram, but he used to like post these Instagram videos of him just doing like normal everyday things and being like silly and goofy. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
dude, that's literally like Azurda if he
Yeah.
was like living in Fawcett. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I might have Jin next. Oh, I have Pyramithra next.
Oh, are we going for Pirate Mithra? Let's
Yeah,
go.
so I will preface this that I actually forgot to do one because in my mind I had it in my mind and then someone else mentioned it to me as well. But um I'm gonna throw out Zendaya for Pyramithra. I didn't put it down on
Mhm.
my presentation, but I put Tom Holland as Rex. I think
Yeah.
Zendaya
Oh,
has
that would be so perfect.
yeah, she has really good range for it. Like we've seen her in Spider-Man and Dune 2. I mean, well, both Dune movies, but more prominently in Dune 2. Um like she can definitely do both sides. She can
Hmm.
do Mithra's more angrier brashness. She can do Pyra's more like caring silliness, and then I don't know. She's got the vibe. But
Yeah.
who did
Who do
you?
you have
Oh,
on?
okay. We'll go right into it. I put Anne Hathaway.
Oh,
uh huh.
oh, that's actually perfect.
uh huh.
I can see her doing both actually. I can see her
Yeah.
doing both pretty well.
Yeah, this
And
is the one I specifically was thinking of when you mentioned celebrity crush. I was like, yeah, well,
yeah.
it's definitely I'm definitely going Anne Hathaway for this one.
So mine is a more recent actress, and I don't
hmm
really know many roles she's in, but I saw her on like IMDb and Instagram, and I was like, I can definitely see her doing Pyra and Mithra. And she has like different looks where she has like short hair and long hair.
hmm
And like in either of those looks, she has both Pyra and Mithra down. And that is Kaylee Cohen.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can definitely see her playing both Pyra and Mithra.
Uh,
And I think she would play along very well with Freddie Highmore as
yeah.
Rex.
Yeah, definitely. Now that like I have that in my mind, I'm like, man, I should have casted Emily Rudd as someone, cause she kind of looks like Emily Rudd.
Foreshadowing my
Oh.
future casting choices. We'll
Oh
see
shit.
who I cast her
I
as.
shit. I should, especially for Xenoblade 3. Man, I
We
should
shall
have went to
see.
like the One Piece cast list. Although there is a One
Yeah.
Piece cast member in this.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think I've seen her in anything, but
Yeah,
I think she
I saw
definitely
like
fits the look.
Yeah, she definitely fits the look. I haven't seen her in any of these roles that I listed here, and I don't know like what her acting chops are like, but I think she could definitely pull it off.
I
Yeah.
have Adam next.
Dude, Adam was weird because I had so wait, let me Adam is here. Hold on. Where is he? I think he's yeah, Adam's near the bottom. I had initially Adam and okay, no, I had this actor for Adam as a double cast from Mallows. But then I was like,
Mm.
no, I'm just gonna move him over to Adam and
Mm.
have him as Adam and have the other guy be like 100% Mallows because he's more of a Mallows.
Yeah.
So my Adam is Austin
Oh,
Butler.
nice.
Elvis himself is
Uh,
the hero Adam.
yeah, that's very interesting. Like, I haven't seen Elvis, but like he plays such a sinister role in Dune.
Yeah,
But like he does kind of have like that charisma to him. I don't know if he can really, for me, I don't know if he can really capture like Adam's whimsy, but I think he can
mhm.
definitely capture like his like
He's more of a
adventurer
suave
spirit.
hero
Yeah.
than like a whimsical hero. But I was like, I think you could do it. I would take the risk.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of whimsy, I chose another goat of mine, Matt Smith.
Oh, ooh,
I think he's
wow.
got the chin for it. I'll say that much. Like,
And the smile, I see it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Adam definitely has like this very whimsical style to him. He laughs at poor people. He like he explores the realm and doesn't take care of his responsibilities. And he also he was he like a prince or like a royal figure and left his
He is the illegitimate son of one of the royals or something like
okay.
that. He's
Okay.
not like directly related. I think he's like a half brother or something.
Okay.
He
Yeah, I
has
guess
royalty.
that just like brought in a Doctor Who connection for me because it was like, oh, he was a part of this big thing and then he left to go on doing his own
Yeah.
adventures.
I can see it, especially like I haven't seen a lot of Matt Smith as a doctor, but he's got that goofiness that Adam has.
Uh, I have
All right, who's
Morag
next?
next.
Who?
Morag.
Morag. Okay, I have a cool Morag. Let's see. Where is
I'm
she?
not super sure about mine. Honestly, my
I
Morag
took a
and Bridget
chance on
are
mine. I
like
think I think I like my choice.
okay.
All right, I got Morag. I casted Hunter Schafer as Morag.
Okay. Nice.
I can see it like not with the Euphoria character, but I don't know what she does in Hunger Games, but just the look overall, I
Yeah.
can see her having that commanding presence
Yeah,
as
definitely.
Morag Ladair, Inquisitor to Morardain. I can see it.
Okay, so I have watched the like first half of Songbirds and
Mm.
Snakes twice. I still haven't finished the movie. So, as far as I'm aware, I've never seen her character in that movie. I
Okay.
could just be wrong, but I need to finish it, especially because I
Yeah.
bought it. I bought it on
Oh,
Amazon, like digital.
yeah. I think she could. I kind of see her as Morag, especially in the commanding presence
Yeah,
in that way.
definitely.
Who's
Um,
yours?
definitely with the presence. I don't know, like age and look is a bit iffy to me. I chose
Mm.
Rebecca Ferguson,
Oh,
also known for
nice.
Dune and
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Yes, I see it. If she was younger, I think
Hmm.
like m younger in the sense that like if she was with the range of like Tom Holland and
Yeah.
young Anne Hathaway, I think she would really pull it
Yeah.
off. Or
The
actually no, older because Morag is like
she's a little
how old is Morag?
older.
Mid-20s,
Yeah, probably
early
mid
30s?
20s.
Yeah.
I guess the big issue that I ran into was when looking at younger pictures of her, she's very blonde in those
Mhm.
pictures, whereas nowadays she has very dark hair.
Yeah.
And that just didn't like fit with me. So
Yeah. Same for me. Like Hunter Schafer usually has blonde hair, but if she dyes it black, I can see
yeah,
her as Morag.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm not very proud of my Bridget. My Bridget is like I can't imagine like a human being playing Bridget.
Let's see it.
I I chose Daisy Ridley.
Oh, interesting. I have Daisy Ridley somewhere later,
Oh.
but I will not reveal who she
Uh-huh.
is right
I
now.
will say now
But
the more
yeah,
I think about it, I think Daisy Ridley could also be Amelia.
yeah,
But there's only one Melia for
yeah.
us.
I can see her being Melia. I can see her being a lot of Xenoblade characters, but I chose her as one, which
Okay.
I won't spoil right now. But my Bridget is Natalie Dormer.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh
I
wait, I think I do remember her from Hunger Games. Was she in the second one?
I think she was in the second one.
Or
I know her most from Game of Thrones though,
oh
because
yeah,
she's
yeah, yeah.
Marjorie. She's Marjorie in Game of Thrones.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I can see
Honestly,
both of these. I can see
yeah,
it.
especially given her role in Game of Thrones. I can definitely see that now.
Yeah. I will say Marjorie's a lot more like Bridget is like very stern and like sharp-tongued, whereas
Hmm.
Marjorie is a lot more like sweet and like serene, kind of like
Yeah.
that. But I can see Natalie Dormer pulling it off.
Yeah, I think,
I
but
can
they
definitely
both
see her
capture
pulling it
that
off.
like very strong elegance to them.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Uh-huh.
Who's next?
Uh,
I have Zeke
let's see.
next. Let's do
I think
Zeke.
I also have Zeke next. Yeah.
This one is a little weird. This one is a little stretch, but
Uh-huh. I want
I
to see
chose.
your Zeke first. I'm very proud of
Yeah,
mine.
I'm not 100% on this, but I
Hmm.
think in the goofy department, he's got it. And
Yeah.
even in the serious department, I think he's got it. I think the only downside is appearance, but I think he could pull it off. It's Joe Carey from Stranger
Ooh, okay.
Things.
I actually really like that.
Yeah, he's also, I think it's Dio or DJO, because my sister just sent me one of his songs, and she was like, "Hey, do you know who this is?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. It sounds familiar." And then I look him up, and I was like, "Oh, it's Joe Carey. I forgot he makes
Uh-huh.
music." So
Yeah. I don't think I've seen him in anything other than Stranger Things, but
yeah,
he is absolutely my favorite character in Stranger Things, and I think he does an amazing
Steve
performance.
is awesome.
Like I actually really like that as Zeke. I think he could definitely like fit the vibes quite well and play the character
Yeah,
physically.
and I think like the one like underrated relationship I love a lot in Xenoblade 2 is Zeke and Rex, and I
Yeah.
think he could play off of Freddie Highmore very well.
Man, okay. So now that because it's like you're mentioning characters, and then I'm thinking of shows, and I'm like, oh, there's like other actors in those shows who would fit other characters. I'm gonna say that the girl who plays Natalie in Stranger Things could be an
Hmm.
amazing Pandy. She's not on the list though.
Nancy, you mean, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nancy.
'cause I think the actress's name is Natalie. I
Oh,
think,
okay.
or
Natalie.
Natalia Dyer or something.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. No, yeah, she would be an
yeah.
amazing Pandoria. I
Hmm.
think I was actually close to casting her as Pandoria, but I have someone
Uh,
else, which I'll
I have
reveal.
two Pandorias. I'm not super proud of either of them.
Yeah, my Pandoria choice is all right, but I want to see your Zeke.
Yeah.
Zeke.
Young Henry Cavill.
Oh, I've never seen young Henry Cavill.
I don't know
That's
what he's
cool. I
been
can
in.
see it.
This looks like this could almost I don't know if this is from a show or a film or it could even be a stage production, but I think like he could even be Adam as well, but like
Yeah,
I feel like he definitely plays to that vibe. Like
yeah,
he can give a very convincing performance with like the history of Tantal and stuff and like have
yeah,
that goofiness but also the hidden depth to him.
yeah. I see it. I see it. Yeah, because for a while I only saw him as Superman, but I've seen him
Hmm.
in a variety of other roles as well, so I think he could pull it off.
Yeah.
Also, Henry Cavill's a gamer. I don't know if
Yeah.
he's played Xenoblade, but I think he'd be on board for something like this.
Yeah. I'd hope so. We could bridge the Western RPG and JRPG
Yeah,
camps with Henry Cavill,
yeah,
hopefully.
yeah. Because he's really into Witcher and a lot of those games.
Yeah, like
So this
more of the
might be
Western
his intro
games.
into JRPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll do my two pandies
Okay.
first because I'm not like super proud of either of them. Um, I went with the whimsy. My first one like physically doesn't really fit.
Mhm.
Jodie Whittaker. Another doctor, really good with the whimsical stuff. Like can do the serious stuff really good. Great accent, even though Pandy isn't British.
Yeah.
Um, and then I honestly completely forgot her actress's name, so we'll probably have to put it in post. But the girl who
Oh,
played
Ivana
Luna
Lynch.
Lovegood.
Ivana Lynch, that's her
Oh,
name.
nice.
Yeah. I think that's her
Um,
name. Yeah.
yeah, I think that. See, this was a hard one to find pictures because she looks a bit too young in like Harry Potter era, and then she gets way too old.
Yeah.
But I think like I guess Deathly Hollows area, like she could be Pandy.
I can see her as Pandoria
Uh-huh.
though.
She has the
The kind of
quirkiness.
quirkiness
Yeah.
that Luna Lovegood was kind
Yeah.
of reminds me of Pandoria. All right, my Pandoria is Anjali Rice. I think that's how you
Okay.
say her name. She was a
Oh
Betty
yeah.
Brant in Spider-Man, and she was also in the new Mean Girls movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think she could pull it off.
She's very good in the Spider-Man
Oh
movies.
yeah, she's good. Yeah, she's
Yeah, I
funny.
think
She's got that really funny vibe to her.
yeah.
Like I thought she was really funny in those, and
Like
that's what Pandoria is
I
like.
don't
So I think.
know like much of what she's done, but like she's definitely got like really good sense of comedy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My next one is Tora, and then I don't have one for Poppy.
My Tora is actually no, my Tora isn't bad. I think my Tora is all right.
I had so much trouble getting Tora, but then once I got it, I was like, "Yeah, I nailed it."
He is,
let's
and
let's
I
see
chose the
yours
best picture for
first.
him as well. Let's see yours first. I'm
Oh,
curious.
okay, okay, okay. The man himself, Sonic, Ben
Oh,
Schwartz.
whoa, that is actually perfect.
Yeah, like it's like
Yeah.
holy
I was like,
shit.
like I could not for the life of me think of who to cast as Tora, but
Yeah.
I think that's a perfect choice.
Like he's just got like the goop. I feel like we say the same thing, but I mean it just it fits. But he's just like he can do a really silly character without being like too annoying to the point where you have to like turn it off.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah.
plays a very good Sonic. I've only seen the first Sonic movie, but I feel like with that vibe and energy, you could definitely do Tora, especially as
Oh
like
yeah.
he'd be doing the voice.
Yeah. I see that most definitely. Mine is Rico Rodriguez from Modern Family.
Okay.
I think he could do it, especially like I remember watching Modern Family when I was like much younger, and then recently like I saw it like a year or so back, and I was like, dude, he's gotten so much older. I do
Hmm.
not remember Manny being like this, but young Manny is such a Torah.
Okay.
I can definitely see him
Yeah, I
pulling it off,
can't say I
especially with his
know.
voice.
I've like never really seen Modern Family, so like
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I feel
I
like also James Corden would be good.
James Corden would be a funny Torah.
Yeah.
James Corden for all the Nop on.
Oh no.
I
That's like my
as a
own
teaser, I'll
personal
say
hell.
I'm very proud of my Riku and Manana castings.
My Manana
So,
casting is 100% troll. Okay, so um I don't have a poppy, so
oh,
we're gonna
I'll
have
do
to get
Poppy.
your poppies, and I have to look
So
up the actor I cast for Jin because I forgot his name.
my Poppy is weird because I was telling Kevin before I started this, I casted someone who is more like aligned and more perfect for Poppy Cutie and Poppy Cutie Pie. I could not
Hmm.
think of who to choose for Poppy Alpha at all. So I was like, hey, Poppy Alpha would be like a CG character like Alita Battle Angel, and then
Hmm.
Poppy Cutie Pie and Poppy QT would be Kimiko Glenn. But the thing about her is I think she's only done voiceover roles because
Oh.
she was Penny Parker in Into the Spider-Verse.
Hmm.
So I think if they did like a hybrid CG live action thing, I think it could
Yeah,
work.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my Poppy.
For all of them? Or
Yes,
did
yeah,
you?
that that's
Okay.
mostly for the final two forms.
Hmm.
Yeah, for Alpha I couldn't choose who to choose.
Yeah. All right.
My my
So
Jin is
Jin,
next.
I got a fellow sword boy.
Yeah.
I think he has a
Ooh.
mononym. It's like Makainu. He
Hmm.
he played Zoro in the One Piece live action series.
Ah. Oh, that was him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a perfect choice actually.
Yeah, I think
Wow,
he
that's
could
really
do really
cool.
good. He would nail the voice. He'd nail the serious moments.
Yeah. Yours is so much better than mine. You know why I chose?
Lay it on
Freaking
me.
Tom
Oh
Hiddleston.
shit.
Yeah, I think Tom Hiddleston would be all right, but no, your choice with Zorro is like swordsman, cast as a swordsman,
Hmm.
perfect. Yeah,
Honestly, I think Tom Hiddleston could be a good Malos.
yeah.
Like,
I
especially
I I think
acting
he could.
wise.
I prefer my Mallows
Okay,
casting
yeah.
though, in particular,
Yeah, it's
especially.
like,
Yeah, we shall see. Wait, is Mal? Yeah, Mallows next.
okay,
You
yeah.
have Mallows next?
Yeah, I got Malice next. I chose it's like I'm like 50-50 on this one, but I think he would do good and he definitely has the look and the hair. Colin Farrell.
Oh, yes.
He's got like
Yeah.
the same hair in this picture as well.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the exact same
Yeah.
hair. He's got the same like face structure as well.
Yeah, he kind of does. Yeah, I feel like he could definitely capture like him being very big and operatic and like um I don't I don't know if he would struggle with the more serious and like more sympathetic areas of Malos. That part I'm like kind of unsure on.
I think he could pull it off.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of his stuff. I just remember him in Fantastic Beasts, Batman, and then there's another one where I remember him from. I
Have
just
you
can't
seen
remember right
Minority
now.
Report?
No, I've not,
Oh, okay.
but I know he's in that.
Yeah.
But there's another movie I know Colin Farrell from. I just can't remember right now.
Uh-huh. He's been in a lot.
He's pretty well known. But yeah, I see him as I almost called Malos Samus for some reason.
The
I see
armor.
him as Malos for
Uh,
sure. All right, my Malos is, and I love this choice,
okay.
Dockery Montgomery.
Okay.
So he
Huh,
was
yeah.
Billy in Stranger Things, and Billy has like this. Billy's like almost like evil for
Yeah.
like the entirety of season two. He's like a really bad guy,
Hmm.
like beating up kids, like being a really mean
Saying
older brother.
slurs.
Yeah, like doing all that stuff. So you see his evil side, and then in season three, you see his like dark past. You see
Yeah.
him like struggle through things. So like yeah, definitely I see him as Mallows.
Yeah.
And then he was in the shitty Power Rangers movie as
Uh,
well.
I've never seen that. Was he which stranger did he play?
He was Red, I think.
Uh,
Yeah,
I
he
guess I could
was
see
the
that.
main Red Ranger, yeah.
Um, yeah, I guess then he could definitely capture like he could definitely capture his the idea that he's like put upon as being the world ender, but
Yeah,
he has like a further desire for peace and acceptance, but just simply can't obtain that given like how
yeah.
far he's already come. And I
Hmm.
mean those characters are surprisingly similar now that I think about it.
Yeah, and I don't know how well he would actually know. Malus has no scenes at all with the Malthus, actually. I just realized.
Uh
So yeah, that doesn't really matter. Now that I
oh
think about it, yeah,
yeah.
Malus does not have any scenes with the Malthus. Who's next on my
I'm
list?
proud of my Amalphas.
Adam. Adam.
I have Van Damme next.
Oh, Van Damme. Okay, I'm gonna skip to Van
My
Damme.
Van Damme is not great. I just chose the most Australian man possible.
Yeah.
I think you already know who it is, Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, okay. I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, it's just like that's one that it's like we have to be very abstract about obviously how the
Also,
character looks, But
if you're keeping Tom Holland as Rex, I can see that. I can
mm,
see that Thor Spider-Man vibe.
yeah, yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of connection. Now that I think about it, I don't think Peter Parker and Thor ever really interacted. But
Yeah, they have not even in yeah, not in Endgame, not in Infinity
uh,
War. Not really.
yeah,
But yeah, I could see that. I could see
mm,
it. So I will preface my Van down by saying our friends Mac and Sammy helped me out with this one a bit. I
yeah,
just told them I was like yesterday on VC I was like, guys, I need a very iconic, super Chad, super buff actor, like
uh,
an action movie actor. And then at first they told me, "Hey, cast Arnold." I was
yeah,
like, "No, dude, I can't cast Arnold. Like, I can't imagine him in his death scene being like, Rex, you got to go to
yeah.
Elysium." I'm like, "No, I can't do that."
Uh,
But I casted the next best person, which they suggested. That is Sylvester Stallone.
okay, yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, he's got the strength, he's got the manliness, and he's got that like kind of mentorship role in Creed. So I
Uh-huh.
can see
Oh
him
yeah, yeah.
being
I feel like
Xenoblade 2's Van Damme.
I feel
Yeah.
like there was an old like was there like an old 2000s era like kids movie he was in? Like kind of like a superhero
And
movie or something like that. I don't I might have to look at it. I'm like
Shark Boy and Lava Girl, probably not.
maybe was he in that?
I don't think he was.
That's
I
like
know
the
George Lopez was.
I
I don't think
that's kind of like the vibe that
Sylvester
I'm
Stallone was.
thinking of. I don't know. I'm imagining him doing the death scene. And I'm not sure if I could see it, but it's probably better
You
than
can see
what
him more than
Arnold.
Arnold, I'll say
Yeah, more
that.
than Arnold.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of my Amalthus, I will say.
Mm. My Malthus is all right. I
Mm-hmm.
think I'm curious to see whose yours is. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Let me skip to this. Okay.
All right.
All right.
I got
Amalthus.
Christian Bale.
Oh, that is perfect.
Yeah.
Especially like as much as I hated Thor: Love and Thunder, he did decent as Gore the God Butcher with what was there to
Mm-hmm.
work with. But like I can see some parallels there, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I think there'd be almost like a move to give him like to give him a somewhat of a like a comedy aspect, but I think that Christian Bale could definitely just like hit that completely like dead serious nastiness that Amalthus has.
Yeah.
Just the hatred in him.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Mine is a little, I mean, it's all right. Oh, what happened? Okay. Yeah, it's Andrew
Ooh.
Scott. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's in 1917, Spectre, Fleabag.
Mm-hmm.
And initially I was like, I don't know about this. Initially I was gonna have him as someone else. I don't remember who, but then I was like, hey, I'll put him as a Malthus because I can see him I can see this Andrew Scott going through that Amalthus arc with losing his family, being casted down by the
Yeah.
architect, climbing all the way back up, stealing the Aegises, and I can see this guy doing that.
Yeah. I think he would
As for
definitely.
more of the crazy stuff near the end, I think that would be a good challenge for him to
Yeah,
tackle.
it definitely would be because I'm thinking of like he played Moriarty in Sherlock, and like
Yeah.
he just like was a great villain in that role. Just a very different kind of villain than Amalthus, but
Mm.
like he could definitely channel that
Oh yeah.
villainous archetype.
That's oh my God. I was wondering where the heck have I seen Andrew Scott from other than 1917 and all these other movies? And yes, it was freaking Sherlock. He was
Yeah,
Moriarty.
yeah. I think that moves us on to Xenoblade 3.
I actually have. Wait, did I do everyone? I did Rex, Pyramithra, Dromark, Azurda, Morag, Brigid, Zeke, Pandoria, Tora, Poppy, Jin, Malos. Oh, I didn't do Laura. I will do Laura, and then I'm good for Xenoblade 3. So
Hmm.
Laura, I like my choice of Laura quite a bit, and I hinted at this earlier. It is a Daisy
Oh
Ridley.
yeah. Honestly, that really works.
Yeah, Daisy Ridley's such a Laura. Her like Ray gives Laura vibes. Laura gives me Daisy Ridley vibes, so
Yeah.
I think it's perfect. Yeah. All right.
I think
Where is okay? Xenoblade 3.
next is my Noah.
Oh, Noah and Mio,
I
let's
have I
go.
have two
The
Noahs.
OTP, let's see.
Oh
Let's see
yeah.
what it is.
Oh, it's very difficult.
Yeah, both of these were very difficult to
Uh-huh.
cast, but I'm satisfied with mine. I love my Mio, I will
Uh-huh.
say. My Mio is perfect.
I've got two Noahs.
Okay. Let's see.
All right.
Okay.
Timothy
I can see
Chalamet.
it.
I
I can see it.
I can
Especially N. Like
yes,
he's
yes,
got N
definitely.
in the bag.
I can see it, but I don't really like it. Like
Hmm.
um yeah, I don't know. He could do a good end. I don't know if I don't I'm just thinking about it. Yeah, like I didn't see Wonka, but I feel like Timothy Chalamet is not very good at playing like a young, cute character. Like he has
Have
his
you seen
moments.
Call Me by Your Name?
I haven't.
Okay, because I think that's the only instance where he plays like a younger character, but it's still in a more serious kind of
Hmm.
way.
Yeah.
Because the first time I saw him was Lady Bird, and he was like this
Hmm.
really cool, like he's like one of those like really cool like indie kids in high
Yeah.
school that everyone wants to get to know. All the girls love him, and
Yeah.
like that
And like
he's given that vibe
that's
in this
not
picture.
Noah. Noah's the
Yeah,
quiet kid playing his flute.
yeah.
Like um I don't know. Maybe he has it in him, but I feel like he might lose the more like tenderness that Noah
Mhm.
has. But one actor that stood out from my mind from a single episode of Doctor Who,
Yeah.
is this guy named Colin Ryan.
Oh, I
And
have
he
not
just
heard of him.
like he had such a great performance in that one episode. Like, um, he had like a very wide range of like he displayed a very wide range of emotion, and like I think he could nail the more serious moments with the more quieter tender moments, and I
Cool.
feel like with his build it just works better, and I
Yeah.
like the idea of Noah being played by an Asian actor. I think he might be mixed, I'm
Okay.
not sure.
Hmm.
Also, this guy is actually a voice actor. He plays Alphanod in Final Fantasy 14
Ah,
after
nice.
they changed the cast from the US cast to the UK cast.
Oh, is that what we were talking about on VC that one time? You casted that character
Probably.
from 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, cool. I was wondering who that would be. I was gonna look him up, but I was like, nah, nah, I don't wanna
Yeah.
spoil the surprise.
Uh-huh.
My Noah, I only have one Noah, and that is Ty Sheridan. He is the
Huh.
guy from Ready Player
Oh
One, and
yeah.
he was Cyclops in X-Men as well.
Uh-huh.
I think looks wise, he looks exactly like Noah. I mean, like if he just grows out his hair a bit, I think he could do it.
Maybe.
And he's got like I think he can do the tender side. I think he can do the dark, sinister side of N. And yeah, I think he's good. Like in
Hmm.
terms of what we've seen him in, he's more of like a goofy kind of character in Ready Player One. He's more of the nerdy kind of guy. In X-Men, I don't remember what he was like as Scott Summers, but Scott Summers
Yeah.
is like the leader of the classic X-Men from what I remember from what little I know of X-Men. So I
Hmm.
think from that way, from that kind of leadership mentor role, I think he could nail Noah.
My Mio is very hit or miss. Um
I love this picture of Mio. I have
she's so sad.
yeah.
Um, I feel like she could. I feel like she would do good, but I haven't really seen all that much of her.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's like a very Irish name.
Mm. Oh,
um,
Saoirse Ronan.
yes.
Yes. She's amazing in Lady Bird. Like
Uh,
that's her movie. Yeah. Yeah. I think she would work. You know, a lot of people want her to be casted as Zelda in the live action
yes.
Zelda.
Yes.
I
I
think she
think
would.
she would do good in that as well.
Yeah. I think she would play off of, who do you think out of your Noahs would she play off of the best?
Well, she already has a history of playing off of Timothy Chalamet
Oh yeah, they were
in
in Lady Bird together.
yeah
Yeah.
Lady Bird and Little Women.
Oh
Um,
yeah, he was in Little Women too.
yeah. uh, I think it could go both ways though with Timothy Chalamet and Colin Ryan.
So mine is I don't know if you've seen the movie Jojo Rabbit,
I
but
haven't,
it's
but I want to.
Thomas and Mackenzie from Jojo
Okay.
Rabbit. And I have yet to see Last Night in Soho. That's the only Edgar Wright movie I have not seen yet.
Hmm.
I need to see that. And then she was in this movie called Old, which is
I know about that.
it's I think it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah.
The trailer was
I
really
I
scary.
remember one summer, me and my cousins, we were like in bumfuck nowhere, Pennsylvania, and we were like,
Yeah.
there's one movie theater like 30 minutes from here, and our only choices were Old and Snake Eyes, and we were like, no.
Nah. Let's do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trailer for Old was very silly,
Yeah,
but
it does not. It is not a kind of
yeah.
movie I would want. But I think she definitely nails the look. Probably
Oh yeah,
more than Saoirse Ronan.
yeah, and especially in Jojo Rabbit, she plays a character that I mean, the character itself isn't very much like Mio, but like the way she acts and kind of behaves is very similar to Mio in some ways.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to see Last Night in Soho though, because it's got Thomasin McKenzie and Anya Taylor-Joy. But I think Thomasin
Yeah.
McKenzie could really play off of Ty Sheridan,
Yeah.
that Noah and Mio dynamic. I think she would do a great M as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
I have
Land is
uni
next for
next.
me.
Oh,
Oh, you have
lands.
uni?
I don't, cause
Which
I'm
one do you
on
want to do?
Google Slides, so I don't know how to like
Okay, I can
how to
switch over to
jump
uni. Hold
around.
on. I can
Okay.
switch over to uni. All right. Who wants to go first?
I think you should go first. I have
All right.
my uni. I don't know. We'll see.
I hinted at this,
Oh,
but
okay.
here is Emily Rudd as Uni.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's honestly perfect.
Yeah, she has that kind of vibe. She has that spunkiness to her.
Hmm.
She can trash talk someone if she wants to. I haven't seen her how like I haven't seen how she does Nami, but like I think she, I wouldn't say Nami and Uni are very similar, but like the way Nami talks to the guys from what I've seen very
Yeah.
little of One Piece, I think if she just elevates that more, which she could easily do, she's
Yeah. No,
gotta
it
be in good
definitely
hands.
fits, and especially in the more serious moments, like she could absolutely pull it off. I think that's perfect. I like that more than mine. I chose Florence Pugh.
Oh, I see this too. I actually
Yeah.
see it. Yeah.
It's like I don't know, it definitely works. And she has a good accent for it. And she can absolutely do like more serious. I haven't seen her in any roles where she's kind of more where she's not as serious, but like and I mean she definitely fits the whole high Entia vibe.
I think I think especially with the scenes with Dirk, I think Florence Pugh would be a good choice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
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 Who do I have next? I
Who's-
probably have Tyon next. I've got one man for the job.
I have two tie-ons, so
Okay.
you can do yours first.
Justice Smith,
Oh,
best
cool.
known for
I
Detective Pikachu and the recent D&D movie.
Yeah, he was great in D&D. I loved
Yeah,
him. And yeah, he was good
100%.
in Detective Pikachu as well. I liked him in that.
I feel like he nails the look. I don't know how well he would do with Tyon's more serious kind of like in the beginning of the game he's a little stuck up. He doesn't want to really roll with the rest of the group, but then he really
Yeah.
opens up later.
Yeah.
But I think that he's got that in him.
Yeah. I can definitely see it. I have two tie-ons. One I like better than the other. So I should have just knocked the other one out, but I wanted to keep both of them
Mm.
for some reason. I have Armani Jackson and Tony Revolori.
Uh-huh.
So I think Armani Jackson would be a much better
Yeah.
tie-on. Yeah. Tony Revolori could have that kind of nerdiness to it, but like I haven't seen what Armani Jackson has done, but in terms
Yeah.
of appearance and in terms of what I think he could do with the stoic and kind of methodical aspects of Tyon, the
Yeah.
intellectual aspects, I think he could do it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
I think I have Lands next.
Lens. Oh yeah, Lens is interesting. Lens calls back to my Ryan cast just a
Uh,
bit. But what's
I'm
fun,
interested to
yeah,
see what you mean by that.
yeah, and in a few ways. So I chose Lucas Till.
Okay.
First of all, Lucas Hedges and Lucas Till are both Lucases, but
Uh-huh.
I always get these guys mixed up because they look they look very similar as well,
Yeah.
and they have a similar vibe. Like this guy was an X-Men. He was Havoc in X-Men, but he was also in
Was
this
he
movie
in
called Monster Trucks.
which X-Men? Was he in Days of Future Past or First
I know
Class?
he was in Apocalypse and First Class, I think.
Okay, I probably
He was
recognize him
probably in
from
Days of Future
First
Past.
Class. The
Yeah?
thing about Days of Future Past is everyone shows up at the end,
Yeah.
but not everyone is like in the movie.
Yeah. I think he was really funny in Monster Trucks
Hmm.
because me and my friend one day just put on that movie just for fun to see what it was like.
Yeah.
It was really silly, but he did so good as a guy who is like in his own world, just like doing his own thing. But then when like shit hits the fan, he's like, okay, I gotta get serious. I gotta
Okay.
get really
Okay.
serious now.
I remember
So
seeing ads for that movie on YouTube.
it's such a goofy, silly movie, but
Yeah.
it's fun. So overall, it's a fun time.
Hmm.
Who's next?
So I
Senna.
gotta do my lands.
Oh yeah,
Um,
your lands and then Senna.
I went for John Boyega.
Ooh,
I feel like
great.
he really fits the voice. He fits the stern, like he fits like Lance's front that he puts up, like his tough guy front, and then like
Yeah,
when he really opens up, uh, to Senna is where you really see more of him. And I think,
I can see him like struggling with Yora and stuff as well.
yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah, definitely. I didn't really think of that, but yeah, absolutely. I think John Boyega could do that very well.
yeah, yeah. I think that's a good choice.
Now Senna is one that I actually didn't cast for. Midna actually
Yeah.
casted her for me.
Who do you who should go first with this? I'm curious to see
Um,
yours.
you have more to say
Okay.
because I don't know
Well,
this actor.
okay.
um,
Senna, I chose. Okay. Oh, she's from The Bear,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I haven't seen the bear yet, but
I
Minda
think
said
she.
that she'd be good, and I think
Yeah.
she fits the look.
Yeah,
Um,
she fits the look. I think she
Ayo
fits the role as well. Yeah.
Edebiri, probably pronouncing that wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. I I haven't seen The Bear, but I saw her acceptance speech,
Hmm.
and like just her as an actress, I think she could really do a good Senna.
Yeah.
So my Senna is also at the top tier of my celebrity crushes,
Hmm.
and she is in like I wouldn't say it's a recent.
I
It's
think
actually pretty old now, but she's in a Netflix original show that I really like. It's made through Ramakrishnan,
yeah.
who is in Never Have I Ever. She's also a certified Nintendo fan,
Yeah, I
like
remember you talking
confirmed.
about her.
She loves Mario, she loves Zelda, and she like posted a picture on Twitter once of all her video game posters and anime posters, and I saw a Lucina poster in there as
Yeah.
well. So
So
I replied saying, "Hey, you should give Xenoblade a shot
if she
sometime."
likes Fire Emblem, she could very much be a Xeno head.
Yeah, yeah,
It's very possible.
yeah. The Fire Emblem is the branching off point,
Uh-huh.
but she's 100% a Senna, especially
Yeah.
with the character she plays in Never Have I Ever. It's very kind of like overthinking things, nervous about things, but then
Hmm.
once she gets down to things, she's like really confident about it. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. I really like that.
definitely. Yeah. Who's next?
Yeah, I
Riku.
was like,
Ooh.
oh yeah, it's Riku. My Riku is devious.
Devious. Ooh. My Riku is iconic.
I'd like to see yours first.
All right. Riku is Idris
Oh
Elba.
my god, absolutely. That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. The guy from Cyberpunk 2077 is playing Riku.
Honestly, so okay. The
It's
just
all the
the
voice.
Yeah, no, it is the voice. It is. But just like I think he could do it, but the what stumped me was obviously he's in Cyberpunk. I haven't played the DLCs, but I haven't seen him, but he did a good job apparently. Um I but I'm just seeing like Suicide Squad and Thor, and I'm
Yeah.
in my mind that's like not what I associate with him.
I feel like there's something else that I know him
Like
from,
Pacific Rim, I guess, is would be mine,
but
but I
I
guess
I
that's a
can't
little
think of
more
it. Like
obscure.
for me, I know him mostly as Heimdall,
Yeah.
but I feel like there's other things. Like
Luther? I've never seen Luther though.
yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I think he would be a great. Is he British or Australian? He's
I think
British,
he's
right?
British, yeah.
Yeah. He's got the voice, he's got the deepness. I can
Hmm.
imagine him being like Riku common variety Nopon in Idris Elba's
Yeah.
voice. Oh my God, that was so
Uh-huh.
perfect.
I chose a equally deep voiced but not British actor. I got Josh Brolin
Oh,
for
nice.
Riku.
Yeah, you gotta. I love how we're choosing the most like deep voiced people.
Yeah. Has
What's
to
his
be.
Japanese voice like? Have you heard it?
It's very high pitched. It's not deep at all.
I love the dub that they went for.
Yeah. They're very
Yeah,
calculated with that.
yeah. I like this though. I think it would work pretty well.
Yeah, he's got the mentor angle. I don't know. I can't imagine him I can't imagine him doing the sort of scenes where Riku's kind of like doubting himself or thinking it's like, "Oh, do I live up to the people that came before me? Do I live up to my
Mhm.
master pawn?"
Yeah. I think his Noah encouragement scenes would be very good though.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He would also
Right.
lie about the Lucky Seven.
Oh yeah, yeah. Manana. I love this picture of Manana with the blank speech bubble.
Head empty.
Yo, my Manana, I'll go straight for this, is
Mhm.
Olivia Colman.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe I've seen her. I'm not
She's
sure.
in both The Favorite and The Lobster, both Yorgos Lanthimos movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. She could do it, especially from what she did in The Favorite. I think she could pull it off.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like I recognize her face. I haven't seen either of those movies.
She's in a lot of other things. I can't remember
Yeah.
everything right now, but she's pretty famous
Yeah.
in other things.
My Manana is just 100% meme. It's just
Let's
like
see.
it's
I,
awful.
you hinted at this earlier, so I'm
Yeah.
curious as to who it is.
Aquafina.
I was waiting for Aquafina on this because I thought to
So
myself, I was like,
bad.
dude, Aquafina has to be on this somewhere. But
Uh-huh.
then I already casted Olivia Colman, so yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I mean a lot of people would hate it and it probably wouldn't even be great. But like Manana is like she's such a cartoon character that like I don't know. She could do it well.
Yeah,
She
I
definitely
think she
fits.
could.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then like the thing with Manana as well that I was thinking about, or that Midna was talking about, was just that like a larger variety could realistically play Manana because they just have to like get into the very cartoony like voice acting space
Yeah.
where it's like you could have like any prominent actress do that, but Aquafina is kind of known for that, so
hmm Oh
I'm
yeah.
locking it in.
It's kind of like her role in Shang-Chi,
Hmm.
where she was casted to play the comic relief character because that's what she kind of is known for, and
Yeah.
she pulled it off. All right, who do I have next? Zed. You want to go to Zed, or who
I
do you have
have
next on your
Monica
list?
actually. I have two Zeds. My Monica, I don't think I can say anything about Monica. I
Oh,
don't know
bro,
who this actress is.
this is Zoe Saldana.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Gamora.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, this was
she's
another mid-no one. I
Gamora,
did not cast this.
and she's in a lot of other things I can't remember right now, but her most iconic thing is Gamora. And oh yeah,
Yeah.
I 100% see this as Monica.
Yeah, now that you say that, because I didn't realize that at the time, like last night when I put this together. Um, but yeah, she could absolutely do a good Monica.
Do you have a Gondor?
I don't have a Gondor.
Gondor would have been tough. I can see your Senna being a Gondor as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So,
I
yeah.
will say though, so this goes for a lot of Xenoblade 3 actually, but Monica's voice actress could absolutely play her in live action.
Oh yeah. I've
Like,
seen what she looks like and
uh,
she's got it. She's
yeah.
got it. She's also Melania Blade of
Oh
Mikola as
yes.
well.
Oh my god. So
Mm,
sick. And
yeah.
is it Mio is also in Elden Ring. She's like the
Yeah,
blue
Mio's
girl.
Ronnie in Elden Ring.
Yeah.
I remember there was a tweet of someone being like, "Dude, Xenoblade English dubs are so bad. They need to get people from Software games."
It's like,
And all
bro.
the replies was, "Does he know? Does he know?"
Alright, let's
All
see
right,
your
who's next?
Zed.
Okay, my Zed is perfect. Couldn't think of anyone else. Also, this picture of him is so pixelated and low quality.
Yeah. It kind of adds to it though.
I couldn't think of anyone better than Lord Voldemort himself, Ralph Fiennes.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but
I
yeah.
think it's Ray Fiennes.
Oh, okay,
It's
Ray
like weird.
Fiennes.
It's
Interesting.
really strange.
I always called him Ralph Fiennes.
Uh,
But yeah,
um,
of course, Lord Voldemort, and then Monsieur Gustave in the Grand Budapest Hotel.
amazing.
But that's a completely opposite role from Voldemort and Zed. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I think
I think
like
he's got it.
Zed's not as theatric as Voldemort, and I also think of M from the James Bond series,
Yeah,
where he plays like a very serious. He's like, I am leading MI6, very serious
yeah.
guy. Um, I think he could definitely do that, like that. How do I describe it? He's like a very calm villain.
Yeah,
He speaks
very
very
composed.
calmly. He's very
Yeah,
menacing, very
yeah.
manipulative. He could
I can
definitely do
definitely
that.
see him saying the line. It's because it amuses me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
That one's
yeah.
very, very good. I
That's
have
my
two.
Zed.
Um,
Ooh, Willem Dafoe. Interesting.
yeah.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, now that I think about it, it's yeah, Zed doesn't really have that. I guess he's like screaming near the end. But I feel like Willem Dafoe could definitely play him physically and like just have like this sinister vibe.
Mm,
I don't know. This one it's like I'm not as sure about it as the next one, but I think he could definitely do it.
but
All right, my next one. It's an actor that needed to be on this list somewhere. I needed
yeah.
to work him in. Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh, I see this a lot more than Willem
Yeah.
Dafoe, but I can definitely see this.
Yeah, because him as like Hannibal Lecter, it's like that's a very calm, like soothing but evil, like deep evil presence.
Yeah, I definitely see that. You know who I was
Mm.
about to cast as Zed was Harry Lloyd, and I was like, nah.
Mm. I'm not
Only
sure.
Jenna Coleman gets the honor of being voice actor and actor.
Oh, like his actual voice actor.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Harry Lloyd was also Ultima in Final Fantasy
Oh
16,
yes, yes.
and he was Viserys Targaryen in Game of Thrones. That's where I know him
Ooh.
as. Yeah,
Wait, Viserys.
he was the middle
Oh, wait, it's
child.
that guy? I didn't
Yeah,
know.
he's Daenerys's bratty older brother who
Yo,
dies.
I had no idea.
Yeah, who Dixon kills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 100%. All right, so I have A next,
Okay,
but
I
I
have two
don't
A's.
I don't have a Glimmer or a Nicole. I could have had a two A's, but I decided to just go with what I was saying before. I said I was gonna bring it back, and I did. It's Cillian Murphy again.
Oh, okay.
Um, this is, I think it's a set photo from Breakfast on Mars where he played a
Mm.
trans woman.
Mm.
And like I chose him for Alvis because felt like he fit the androgynous look, and he's played a trans woman in a movie before. I feel like he could really fit both A and Alvis.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be perfect since Ontos is kind of like it, Ontos has many different sides. So
Yeah,
I think if Killian Murphy was cast as Ontos in this like larger connected universe, I think that
yeah.
could work. Yeah. So I have two choices with A, and one of them is very relevant in recent media discussion because Julia Garner was recently cast as the Silver Surfer for the Fantastic Four movie.
Okay.
And I immediately saw her and I was like, she could be a perfect A. And
Uh-huh.
then I remember Sasha Kaye from The Flash. She played Supergirl.
Okay.
I think out of these two, I would prefer Julia Garner though.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say so. But I didn't see the Flash, but definitely like her look as Supergirl, I definitely really liked.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my double A.
Yeah, double A.
Yep. My
I don't have
Glimmer
a
is
glimmer or
next.
a nickel.
So I'll go quickly with Glimmer and Nicole. So
Hmm.
Glimmer is Kiernan Shipka.
Hmm.
So I initially actually had Kiernan Shipka as Pirate Mithra before I found Kaylee Cohen.
Hmm.
And then I found Kaylee Cohen and I was like, actually, I'm gonna move her down to Glimmer because I think that would be a better place for her.
Yeah.
And I think she could pull it off. She's in a lot of like the young adult kind of shows. Like she was in the new Sabrina show, but
Hmm.
she was in Mad Men. She was like a child actor in Mad Men.
Oh,
I think
okay.
she played what's the name what's that freaking guy? Who's the main guy in Mad
Don
Men?
Draper,
But what's the actor's name?
John Hamm.
Yeah, John Hamm. Yeah,
Yeah.
she played his daughter, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. So
okay.
I think she could be a good Glimmer. And then Nicole, I chose Walker Scobell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so this guy is Percy Jackson, but he's also
Hmm.
in the Adam Project.
Hmm.
And he's a really good actor. Like he in the Adam Project, he played a younger version.
Of Ryan
No, he
Reynolds,
played
or
did he play he either played a younger version of what's the name, Ryan Reynolds, or
yeah.
like Ryan Reynolds was his dad or something like that.
I think
But it was
from the small clip of it that I saw when like my mom was watching it, I think he was a younger version of Ryan Reynolds. But
yes,
he was pretty
that's
good
what it
in
was.
that one scene, and I
Yeah.
do really want to watch the Percy Jackson show.
Yeah. He's a really good actor and he like yeah, I think he could
Hmm.
be a great Nicole.
Yeah,
Very
I got stumped with them because they're so young that
yeah.
I was like I can't think of like young actors, but I think he is like 100% for
Yeah, and this guy could
Nicole.
be a good kind of son to Charlie Rose
Hmm.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
want to see your Matthew first. Mine's kind of a meme. I don't know. I
I kind of hate my Matthew.
Okay, then we're on
But
the same page.
yeah, I'm not a fan of mine. It's Thomas Booty Sangster.
Okay.
It's funny seeing him in this picture over here. He looks more like a Link than anything else.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying
But
to.
yeah,
Who was he in Maze Runner? Was he the younger kid in Maze
I
Runner?
don't remember who he was in Maze Runner, but he was Jojen in Game of Thrones, if you saw Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
was it the guy who traveled
He was
with
traveling with
Bran?
Bran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there's a Xenoblade reference in that party because the younger girl in that party plays Nicole.
Oh no, wait. Really? Oh no,
I
Niall, right?
believe
She's
so.
Niall,
Oh,
right?
yeah, Niall. I said Nicole. Yeah, Niall.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in that same
Yeah,
party.
that is. Oh yeah, yeah, she is. That is
So
cool.
he's good. I like him in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I
I don't know
haven't
about a
seen him.
Matthew Van Damme though, but I think
Yeah,
he could pull it off.
the thing is that was 10 years ago, so
Yeah.
he might be able to do it now.
Yeah.
Um,
I think
My
so.
my Matthew. I mean, he's a good actor. I don't know.
Let's see.
Harry Styles.
Hey, yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
Just for the like a meme. Of course, it's Harry Styles, but I can
Yeah.
see Harry Styles having that kind of banter with everyone
Yeah.
else. You know? Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, I didn't think too hard about the characters, like which actors would play well with each other. Because now I'm imagining like a modern day Harry Styles with like a young like early 2000s Cillian Murphy traveling around, and I'm like, I don't know.
I think just looking at him and just seeing Matthew, I think it could work.
uh
Yeah.
yeah.
I actually like Harry Styles more than Thomas Brody Sangster though.
I don't know. I feel like they both have potential, and they could
Yeah.
both do the accent really well, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Who's Oh yeah, Niall is my last one.
Hmm. I didn't do
So
Niall, so
Niall is Catherine Langford.
okay.
Yeah. I don't know much to say on this, but I think she could do a good Niall.
Yeah.
I've only seen her in Knives Out. That's the only thing I've seen
Hmm.
her in.
I don't
Yeah.
really remember her. I guess I wasn't super big on the first Knives Out, so
Mhm. She was one of the daughters of the rich people, and then she was the one who went to Marta and she was like, "Hey, you should give them a call. You should like." She kind of like tried to ease the tensions, but then she wasn't really. It was kind of like an ulterior motive.
yeah.
Yeah. So is that all my Xenoblade 3
Yeah, I
people?
think I've got that's all of them.
That is everyone. That
I
is
will pull
the
up,
Xenoblade Chronicles cast.
yeah, Xenoblade 3 behind the voice actors. Just
Mhm.
like it's really hard to compete with this cast because of just like how well they nailed them vocally and physically.
Mhm.
Like Kitty Archer could be just like a perfect
Oh
uni.
yeah.
Like
Harry
I don't know about
McIntyre
Harry
is
McIntyre
Noah.
as Noah. Like that's the one I
Yeah.
really don't know about.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're right, Pippa Bennett Warner would be
Hmm.
an amazing
Yeah.
Monica. Dude, who's Riku's Terran Calendar? He he's such a
Oh.
underrated dude.
Yeah.
Freaking Riku. Whenever I find voice actors I go to their socials and see if they posted about the games they're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But yeah.
like sometimes it's sad they can't all be Matt Mercer, being
Eh,
like huge Final Fantasy fans and stuff.
yeah. Or Susie Young, who is basically in every single video game of 2024.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, and going to all the anime conventions and everything.
uh.
But yeah. But yeah, that is our Xenoblade Chronicles movie cast.
Mhm.
And yeah, I guess let us know in the comments who you would cast in these roles.
Yeah. Oh man, I
This
would
was
absolutely love to see like a bunch of fan casts going down like in the comments and stuff.
Yeah, because some of our friends were even saying, "Oh, we have some ideas who you'd want in these roles as well." So I'm curious to know what everyone else has as their like Shulk, Rex, Noah's, Mio's, Pyra, and Mithra's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was a good way to kind of get started
Yeah,
with
ease us
everything in the
into
Conduit
our
cast.
big Xenoblade journey. Now, like for
Yeah.
future reference, I don't know how often we're going to be getting these out, but as you can if you're watching this on YouTube, as you can see, we have our a whole new channel that we're kind of putting all this into. So, we'll see. Uh Side project, something for the Xeno
Yeah,
fans out there.
yeah, yeah.
But
Because
all the more very exciting.
yeah, since most of everything relating to Xenoblade 3 is finished off now, it'd
Mhm.
be a nice time to just gather all that material and just like
Mhm.
ruminate about it.
Reflect on
And
it.
it would be fun since we're doing our own Xenogears playthrough this year to
Oh,
kind of
yes.
maybe not do our own kind of Resonant Arc style thing,
Yeah.
but
Because
I
their
do want to
podcast
talk about
series for
Xenogears as
Xeno
well.
Gears was like 25 episodes. Those are like hour-long episodes. We will definitely do Xeno Gears and Xenosaga content, but it might
Mhm.
not be like that. We might do like a
Yeah.
full game retrospective or like a first impressions, something like that. Like we'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah. As for immediate next thing, we'll probably talk about the art book with
Hmm.
a guest or two, but we
Hmm.
haven't really discussed the details of that
Yeah,
yet, so stay tuned for that.
absolutely.
But otherwise, yeah, like, subscribe for more content like this, comment for your castings, and hope to see you for more episodes of the Conduit cast
Yeah.
with Nishquick and
Yeah,
Protagonist.
absolutely.
And yeah, and check out our channels below as well. We'll have our channels linked below.
Yes. Make sure to
Both of
subscribe to
Kevin's
not only
channels.
the Conduit cast on YouTube, but Nish Quick Pops and myself, Protagonist,
Yeah, both of
on
Kevin's
YouTube.
channels.
Oh
Because
yeah,
he has.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to see more frequent uploads with just god awful quality, which I'm trying to fix, but we'll see. Then also sub to Protagonist.
Yep. But yeah, with that, I think that concludes the first episode. Actually, the 0th
Yeah,
episode.
episode double O.
Yeah, this is the Conduit Cast signing off.
All right. Peace.
Yeah.